Hey, this is Tim, licensed loan officer. And on this video, we're going to talk about my experience working at New American Funding. Thank you so much for watching. And on this video, we're going to talk about my experience when I worked at New America Funding. This video is really for anyone that's interested in becoming a loan officer or already a loan officer thinking about working at New America Funding. Now, this is my anecdote experience, and I'm only talking from my experience. Now, experiences really vary, okay? Someone could have worked there and had a great experience, or someone could have worked there and had a bad experience. I can only talk from what I've seen and what I experienced working there, okay? Now, I worked at New America Funding from July 2021 all the way to November 2022. So a little over a year I worked there. And also I've been a loan officer since May of 2019. So it's been 5 years. Wow. 5 years really flies by. So let's talk about New America Funding, okay? So New America Funding is a private mortgage company. They're owned by Patty and Rick, I think Ari Roll. I'm bad with names. But those are the owners. And I'll try to put the pictures on the screen for you if you can. So those are the two owners. They're based in Tucson, California. And they have call centers. I know they have a call center in Michigan and Novi. That's where I worked at. I know they have a call center in Arizona. And I think they have a few more in Charlotte. Just a few more. They're popping up. So let's talk a little bit about a call center. A call center is like Rocket Mortgage, Freedom Mortgage, Loan Depot. So what a call center is as a loan officer is basically you come to work and it's like telephone sales. You're talking to clients over the phone. It can be purchased or refinanced. And a call center is different from working at like a mom and pop broker shop. So a broker shop, if you just Google mortgage brokers on Google, a lot of them will pop up no matter where you're at. But a call center, usually they have a bunch of loan officers all in one area, and you talk to people all over the country and you help them with their mortgage. Either help them with a purchase or refinance. And I'll talk more about call centers. Now, if you're not licensed, like if you're like watching this video and you're interested in becoming a loan officer, I do recommend applying at call centers, because call centers a lot of times have resources. What I mean by resources is they can help you pass safe. So if you're looking to be a loan officer and you work at a non-depository, like someone that doesn't have checking and savings, like a Rocket Mortgage, like a New America Funding, that's a non-depository. They'll help you get licensed. Normally, they do that in a refinance market. Right now, we're not in a refinance market, so it might be a little bit harder. But normally, maybe in a couple of months, they'll be hiring. Now, if you really want to be a loan officer and they're not hiring like people that are unlicensed, then you can apply at a broker shop. Now, a broker shop is not going to have a lot of training. Like, they're not going to help you pass safe. You're going to have to study yourself, and it's harder studying yourself because it's a lot of TRID and RESPA and the Bligley Act and a lot of different guidelines. And I can make a video about that if you comment below if you want me to help you pass safe. Safe is just a test you take. It's part of the MLS. It's 125 questions. I can help you with that a little bit if you want to make videos about that. But call centers do hire people, and they do get you licensed, and it's a great way to start a mortgage career. A mortgage career is a very rewarding career. It's challenging. It is hard, but you can make a lot of money. I'm talking like 10, 15, 20K in 1 month. It's possible. It's not common, all the time, but you got to be good and work hard, but it's common. So the good news is that call centers provide leads, and at New America Funding, you get inbound calls. So basically, they buy leads from Credit Karma, Bankrate, Zillow, Lending Tree. They buy leads, and when the leads come in, they have customer service call these leads, and they just verify their name and address, and then they transfer it to you. And your job is basically to find out their goals, pull their credit, ask them where they work, qualify them, and then pitch the loan. So you call them back and say, hey, good news, I got you approved, and here are the details, and then help them sign their documents and get the loan in process. That's your goal at a call center. In a broker world, where I work in the broker world, you have to go out and talk to realtors, builders, and get your own leads. It's just you, your own marketing. It's a whole different life. I've done both. So New American Funding, the pros, I think, is number one, you get leads. Leads are very important. If you don't have any leads or any people interested in a mortgage, then you're not really going to make any money. So they give you free leads. I like that they give you base pay. So base pay is like $10 an hour. I know you're not here to make $10 an hour, but it's nice to get a little money while you're in training, a nice little money to, some gas money. I also like the commission structure. I thought the commission structure, it was fair. So if you're in refinance, which I was at New American Funding, you get 35 basics points. So 0.035 of the loan amount on a refinance, and then you get 0.5 on a purchase. So 50 basis points on a purchase. And they do have some like incentives, some bonuses, and some other things, but that's the base pay. I also like the culture at New American Funding. So it wasn't like micromanaged. You just come in, you log in, you just start taking calls, and you start, getting some business. I like that. Now, understanding call centers, the culture really depends on your manager. So you're going to have a manager. You're going to be on a team of like 10 people. And some managers require you to call clients every day, or some managers require you to do this and that, pull a credit. It just depends on the manager. So some people have a great experience because they have a really nice manager that's going to help them and hold their hand. And some people can have a bad experience if their manager's assistant in the office don't help them. So it depends on the culture. The manager helps with the culture. But overall, my manager was cool, laid back. I was kind of experienced. I worked at two call centers before New American Funding, so I kind of knew the game. And there's KPIs. KPIs are called like key performance indicators. So sometimes they want you to have a certain amount of talk time, or take a certain amount of leads, or stay available, or call those clients that said no. So there are different numbers and matrix you have to hit. And it's good to understand the KPIs, because if you don't hit your goal, but if they see the effort where you're making the dials, you have talk time, then they'll give you more time. The mortgage industry is kind of cutthroat too. It's almost like the NBA. If you're not making sales and making the company money, they may not keep you. So keep that in mind. But it's good, because that makes you work harder, and that makes sure you make money. So they make money and you make money. Everybody's happy. Some of the cons, I think, of New American Funding is the benefits. So the health insurance was high. They didn't really give you a lot of things. I thought they're a little bit cheap. Cheap as in like most companies pay some of your benefits. It seemed like they didn't pay any benefits. I felt that they could have been more generous. I also thought that another con of American Funding, I thought they could provide a little bit more support and hands-on, because I was okay doing my own thing, but some people need a little more help. And I noticed that New American Funding didn't have that help for some more newer people. They're hiring more seasonal people. But overall, would I recommend someone going to work at New American Funding? And I would say yes. It's a great place if you're a loan officer and already licensed, or if you're not licensed, you're looking to start your career, I would recommend them. Now, if you have more questions about working at New American Funding, or want to make more videos on how to be a loan officer, let me know. But overall, I had a good experience at New American Funding. The reason I left, if you want to know, is that when rates go up, call centers don't do as well. They just don't do as well. So I went into the broker life. The broker life means I would go out and find my own business, originate my own loans, and it's just something I wanted to do. So that's why I left. I didn't leave because New American Funding is a bad company. I had a good experience there. I thought the company was pretty well. I just understand that the call center, the leads that were coming in wasn't good, and it wasn't their fault. It was just the market. When the market's high, you don't get the best leads. So if you have more questions, you're interested in being a loan officer, comment below. I'm here to support you. I'm a licensed loan officer for 5 years now.
Hell yeah.
Love it. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again on the next video. Thanks.